Good morning, STN. I'm Jordan Gallardo.
And I'm Anissa Cardona.
And welcome to your KEHS News.
We're here in the land of enchantment, Las Cruces, New Mexico.
Las Cruces is the second largest city, known as the City of Cruces, and are also nationally known for the delectable pecans.
There's more to the city than just pecans and crosses, Jordan. Being from Texas, there's more to learn about our neighboring state.
You're right. Let's start things off with Haley Mendoza telling us more about New Mexico's educational system.
Thanks, Jordan. It's that time of year where students are being overwhelmed with information as they prepare to take their college entrance exams and standardized testing. These tests can potentially shape a student's future, which leaves an enormous amount of pressure on them. Tests like the SAT, ACT, and other standardized testing is the source of many students' anxiety. Schools do the best they can to prepare their students to score well on these tests, but for some students it might be too much.
Standardized testing varies from state to state. In Texas, students take the STAR test. In New Mexico, it's PARCC. Even though the tests are different, the same pressure is on everyone to understand what they need to know to score high.
I've always had a really good knowledge of history, so I'm prepared for that one. But since the SAT is comprised of many other subjects, then yeah, I think I'll need to study for that one.
Students don't always fully know what to expect on tests, and it's a lot to take in. Teachers do their best to prepare, but sometimes it's not enough.
I feel like we're well prepared, but also not so prepared as well, because the teachers don't know exactly what's going to be on the test or what they're going to ask us or anything like that. But they try preparing us as well as they can.
It kind of helps you prepare for a certain moment in life, but then again, life happens.
Well, it looks like standardized testing isn't going away anytime soon, but hopefully it's an experience that students can benefit from. For your Student Television Network News, I'm Haley Mendoza.
Thank you, Haley. It's really interesting to see the differences between Texas and New Mexico.
One similarity is that I always hear complaints about standardized testing.
From where?
From Instagram, of course.
Ah, good old social media. It's everywhere nowadays.
But honestly, I learned a lot by being on social media. Varying opinions, facts, and I love when Facebook reminds me about my sister's birthday.
I have never agreed with something more. Do you ever wonder how these social media platforms come and work?
I do. It's amazing that by a click of a button, everyone can see what you post. Let's turn it over to Sandra Beltran to tell us exactly how it works.
With just one click on a phone, a person can open up a door to all the information in the world.
I have been able to network and gone to several different events hosted by companies like Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, those sort of things. Those companies are huge. When I go to tech conferences, there's a huge presence of them. They're always trying to find the best and brightest minds for internships.
Social media has become the central place for everyone to connect and share anything and everything. Through social media, people are able to communicate with loved ones who live in different cities, states, and even other countries. The three most common apps used for social media are Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram. There are 3.2 billion active users on social media every day. We asked local teens what their opinion is on social media.
The way social media affects the way I view things in the world is social media doesn't necessarily correlate with real life. Real life people are just more genuine, and on social media they have this persona that they don't portray if you're physically talking to them. Social media is a more fake version of human interaction.
With 3.17 billion users on social media every day, you can expect those numbers to increase while technology continues to grow. Reporting from KEHS News, I'm Sandra Beltran.
On a more serious note, fake news has been a topic of interest recently.
And I have a few questions about it. What exactly is it? Who puts it out there? Do the people who put this out there really believe what they're saying? And how does it affect the general public?
Those are some really good questions, and I'm sure you're not the only one that's asking them. Hopefully, Sarah can give us a better perspective on this topic. Give us the truth, Sarah.
Thanks, guys. When we listen to the news, we always expect the truth. However, that is not always true. From our president giving us alternative facts, to a production company creating a false website to promote the movie, to a popular news station admitting that most of their facts are unfactual. We are here in Mesilla Valley Mall to ask the public if they're aware of the fake news that they have been receiving.
There are different types of fake news. There's fake news like The Onion, which is kind of funny. It's stuff like, let's just do the zaniest thing possible and see what happens. Then there's other sites that are just there to slander people and to advertise their product and to make them sound better.
Some websites claim that their news is not fake but satirical. A study done by PolitiFact revealed that Fox News had 58% of their statements being untruthful. Some citizens are not sure how Donald Trump was able to come into the presidency. They are very uneasy about this fact.
Yeah, I feel like it was a situation with most presidents that, certain scenarios that they're in, they feel the need to cover up what's really there. But more or less with this guy, it's really just, I have no idea how he got in the position in the first place. Like when this election came around, I was just, please, people, look at third-party candidates. This is not good.
On February 16, 2017, 20th Century Fox released an apology for a fake news campaign. They created a website to publicize the film, A Cure for Wellness, but many believe their facts to be truthful.
I think that it is being driven by somebody or some organizations rather than just normal stuff on the internet, that it's being purposely put out there and it's being used for somebody's agenda to cause, I believe, a lot of, what would you say?
Civil strife.
Civil strife and personal strife. It reminds me of during the 60s when families were divided over protesting and the war and that sort of thing. That's what it reminds me of, that this is a lot of, it's purpose driven.
But not to worry, there are still some news stations that are still true. CNN was said to only have 22% of untruthful news, and the least out of any major station. I'm Sarah Merrill, and that's it for your KEHS Truthful News Report.
Thank you, STN, for joining us today. I hope we could enlighten you this week.
For KEHS News, I'm Jordan Gallardo.
And I'm Anissa Cardona.
Thank you for joining us.